You're all invited to the Slumber Party Massacre Luncheon.
We'll tear your soul apart.
Drink some of this, Michael. Be one of us.
Death has come to your little town, Sheriff. You can either ignore it or you can help me to stop it.
Candyman.
Hello, welcome back to another episode of the Slumber Party Massacre Luncheon. I'm one of your hosts, Rob.
And I'm Hunter. I'm the other one.
Yeah, and this week we have. I'm gonna call this is pretty high concept for us.
The highest of concepts that we've done thus far, for sure. Yeah, for sure.
Oh, yeah.
So I think that this is the opposite of the horror comedy episode. It's like horror in comedy episode.
I'm just gonna go ahead and add, I hate that I jumped in right after horror comedy because that's the greatest genre.
We can go back. We can go back because I mean, we can absolutely do it because I mean, we've done multiple episodes and like I don't even know if we once mentioned in that episode like Barbarian.
No, like there's plenty of stuff we have not talked about.
Yeah.
Isn't it crazy that we're on a horror podcast and today we're talking explicitly about movies that are not horror?
Right. We're talking about movies that aren't horror,
Yeah.
but contain horror. And I
Yes.
think the distinction is, and again, not horror comedy here, but things that are truly moments, if you will. I think it's
Yeah.
easier to say distinctive moments. I think there are examples, like hundreds of examples throughout cinema. The one that came to my mind immediately when I thought of this was, and I think Brad, you're going to appreciate this, is Rogue One at the very end when you go into what would be a New Hope, and those guys are prepared for whatever comes onto that ship, and it's all dark, and then you see the red saber.
Yeah.
And that sort of dread of like, we're not getting out of this, are we?
No, we're dead.
We're dead. And like, it's that kind of dread that like, that's not a horror movie, and there may be some tense moments in that, but I think it's
sure.
those kind of things across cinema that take you out. And there are some great ones. There are some ones that I like. A lot of my examples that I've got today are going to be children's movies, which is
Yeah.
wild.
Yeah, I've got some children's movies, and I really like some of my examples are dramas with some truly horrific scenes.
I have some scenes in mind
Yeah.
that are from drama, but when I look at my top 5, it's all children's stuff. And it's all the same decade.
90s.
I know. It's mostly the 80s.
Well, like
Yeah.
when you brought this up, the first scene that my head jumped to was the fucking Hans Landa interrogation scene in Inglourious Bastards.
Dude.
Ooh.
How it
That-
starts as a friendly conversation, and as the scene
Oh.
unravels, it becomes terrifying.
Man, I didn't even think about it, but I'll tell you what, that's spot on.
Mm-hmm.
I'll tell you what, and I have a feeling that this will be, well, I know it's not on Brad's, but the coin flip scene,
Yes.
the coin flip scene in No Country for Old Men,
Yep.
the dread in that scene. And what's so funny is you mentioned this last week, Brad, that there's not enough horror and westerns kind of combined. And that I consider that to be a modern day western. I think it is one of the modern day Western, like best modern day Westerns of our time. And that scene, he is a villain that is not, it almost, it's like he's in a different movie. That like
Mm-hmm.
it like imagine if you're a like general store owner in bumfuck nowhere and some dude comes up and has that conversation with you, dude, I'm gonna shit my pants.
Heads or
I'm not gonna be
tails.
okay.
Speaking of modern Western, I just started Eddington today and got to go back and watch it. It's on HBO.
Yeah,
Yeah.
dude, I've been meaning to get to it.
I mean, it's Ari
I,
Aster. It's got to be just nuts.
I know, man.
I have to imagine it's got some horror aspects to it too. It's
Wheezy,
Ari, right?
Wheezy said it's like Will said it's like triggering in some parts because it does
Oh, I
take
imagine.
place during the pandemic and shit.
Yeah.
He said there's some parts that are like whoa, 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 whoa. Like,
Yeah. Yeah, that makes sense. Also, that's Ari Aster, right? Like,
yeah, dude.
dude is incapable of putting a movie together that does not make you squeamish or uncomfortable in some way. I mean, the nose break scene in Hereditary, you
Yeah.
know, I mean,
All of Bo is
all of
afraid.
Hereditary. Yeah. Yeah.
I
Yeah.
contemplated, I was like, is Midsummer a horror film?
Oh, yeah.
Oh yeah, dude.
We have it. We talked a lot in folk horror about
It
it.
is,
Yeah.
but it isn't either. I mean,
So the
minus,
part I think if you take out the village killing everyone, it's not.
yeah.
I think I would see your point if it weren't for the fact that they were skinning homies alive and like setting people ablaze.
And I think
like,
it's because of how he filmed it. It's just so vibrant.
oh,
and
for
That's
sure.
what it is.
It doesn't feel like a horror
It
until
doesn't
like
look like one. It's way
Right.
prettier than any horror
It
movie
feels
has
like
any
one. It
business
doesn't look
being,
like
dude.
I feel the same way about Pearl.
Yeah,
Pearl
100%.
is very bright and vibrant too, and then it takes a real dark path. So
So,
I mean,
I
yeah.
was thinking
But
about this earlier. Have you guys like? Do you have any examples like from your life of scary shit happening when it was not supposed to?
Oh, I mean, without
Well,
a
I mean,
doubt.
I guess that's just the nature of being scared. Never mind.
you think of like, or you mean
That's kind of
like
where what I would.
Yeah.
being scared of something that we had no business being scared of.
Ooh, that's more the feeling, isn't it?
So like,
I'm just trying to
Corn
match
stalks.
this feeling to like real life circumstance, the feeling you get from watching these scenes.
I think simultaneous to that is that gut wrenching feeling of have you ever almost gotten into a car accident and then
Ooh.
moments after it and your body is like, I can't believe I might have almost died right there.
Yes.
I feel like that is kind of how this feels in these out of place moments in horror.
Mhm.
Is that like when you're watching something that isn't horror and then suddenly something happens,
Yeah,
it takes you out of it.
it does.
And that's how I kind of feel about it is that like it's jarring.
Yeah.
But yeah, I have those moments all the time where I'm like,
Oh shit.
oh shit, that
That
could have
could-
been worse.
I'm just bebopping through my everyday life, and that could have been terrible.
I think I'll give you an example. And this may be a bad one. After I graduated, I did my company did a trainee program where they sent me to multiple places throughout the world. My
Yeah.
first stop, I'd never really done a lot of travel by myself before, and certainly not international. My first stop was Dubai.
Oof.
Little caveat here. Every stop, ironically or not, every stop I went to on this tour, my parents had headlines of where I went like while I was there or the week after I was there of like shit that happened while I was there. And when I was in the Middle East, there was quite a bit of not in Dubai, but in the Middle East, there were a lot of like ISIS stuff going on.
Right.
I got there and somehow got turned around in the Dubai airport and ended up in the parking garage, thinking that I was going to the Uber section. And some dude, I was like, "Oh, I'm looking for Uber," and some dude goes, "I'll do it." And I just hop in this dude's car, and it doesn't sink
Ooh.
in that this is a bad idea until we get to the hotel and he refuses to pull up close.
Oh yeah.
And then I got in my room and y'all, I cried. Like I got in my room and it was that sort of course I had like, a 14-hour flight and like it was rough, but that sort of moment of like, it was most certainly not a bad, like this guy did nothing wrong. But I was so naive. It could have been something bad. You read these articles of these people that get kidnapped, over in foreign countries, and you wonder how could it happen. Dumbasses like me, that's how it happens.
You think it's moments like that that shape us as horror fans? That make us
100
horror fans?
100%. Yeah, I
That's
think that it's I think it's like callous of like I went through that, and so I can go through other things.
Yeah, that's true. Man,
I've had others, but that's the one that comes to mind
I'm
of
trying
just
to
like
think.
nothing happened, but now as I think on it later, I'm like, oh shit, it really could have.
That could have been real fucking bad.
I did the opposite in Jacksonville.
Also a scary place. Yes.
Me and my buddy Joel gave this dude a ride at the Hastings parking lot, and bad decision. he, the moment he's in the car, we're like, this guy's off, and he like shows us all these pills. He's like, y'all want some pills? And they're like, all right, get out of my car. Like, just like you put yourself in a position not thinking. 'Cause
Yeah, dude.
you felt pressure to give this person a ride. And then you realize I'm 16 years old. I had no business giving this dude a ride.
Dude,
Yeah.
sometimes you're a grown man and you have no business giving somebody a ride. Do you remember that dude that worked with us that I used to give a ride to work, and then it turned out he was a murderer?
What?
What?
He wasn't an active murderer. He went to prison for murder when he was a really young man, and he
It's
got
still
out.
a murderer.
Still a murderer, and still affiliated because he wore gang jewelry and shit. He had a ring specifically that I knew meant he was affiliated, and I fucking said something about it one day, and he was like, "What do you think that mean? What do you think that ring means?" And I was like, "Well, I mean, you're not Jewish, It's a 6-pointed star." And he was just like, "Tell me about it. What does that mean?" And I'm like, "Oh, fuck me, dude. It's just me and this dude in my car." And I'm like, "Oh no, dude, I done got him started on some fucking gang shit now."
I think I
Now-
know who you're talking about.
Yes, yeah. Now, suffice to say, it ended up fine.
Sure.
But in that moment, you're like, "Oh, I have put my foot in my fucking mouth."
Yeah, I think you have a very disarming personality, and thus that you were never in a threatening situation, but it's easy to feel that way. Yeah. Yeah, and so I think that to me, it's those life events that kind of made me think about this. This is a highbrow concept of just in the same way that in your everyday life there can be a moment that out of nowhere comes up and scares the ever loving shit out of you, then or later. There are moments like that in in films every day, and
Yeah.
sometimes the funny thing about it is I think that it's going to be a hodgepodge when we get to our top five, because I think that it's going to be a variety of the director went too far on something.
Yes.
The director had no business putting that thing in there. It's tonally not right.
Yeah.
Or going back to the use of comedy and horror, the use of horror and comedy. So if you go back to the Inglorious Bastards,
Yeah.
that scene sets the tone and what that character is throughout the entire,
That's true.
and out of the gate starts the fucking movie with it.
As a monster.
Yes, just I mean, have you ever felt more uncomfortable watching a dude drink milk?
No. Nope. Nope. Not once, man.
And that's not even the only time he makes you uncomfortable. As he's eating that streusel, and he's talking to the girl who was in the basement.
That's true too. I forgot about that scene.
Yeah.
When the guy does the wrong, what was it, 3?
Yeah.
I mean, just
Man.
knowing right then, like, you messed up, and you're like, oh no.
Yeah. So just that scene, that movie was full of very intense. I mean, even a pro protagonist scene. I would say the Bears you scene is incredibly tense.
Oh.
As you hear the baseball
clack.
bat knocking up. Mm-hmm.
Good fucking point.
By the way,
dude.
totally unrelated to this episode, but did you know that was supposed to be Adam Sandler?
I think I read that, dude. He wrote that part for Sandler.
Yep. And there was a scheduling issue. Now, I'm glad he ended up choosing Roth.
For sure.
But
I think
Not me, because now I'm just like, wow, that would have been interesting.
that would have been
Well,
interesting, or it would have completely taken me out of it.
It probably would have taken you out of it, but
Yeah.
so I know that Sandler has the chops. I mean, look at him in Uncut Gems. But
jeez.
but
Yeah.
I mean, still, I feel like I would have gotten taken out of it. It's
There's
hard
some
for me not.
intensity there.
Speaking of Uncut Gems, talk about a movie that makes you just feel like uncomfortable every second for 2 hours.
Do you remember when I watched that movie in the living room at our house, and about 20 minutes in, I'm yelling "stop" at the TV? I was just yelling "stop, stop it, stop it."
Every time he's about to be out of it, he
Yep.
digs a hole, and it's that whole like addiction to gambling kind of
Yes,
thing.
dude. That movie makes you feel that. And I don't like it, dude. I'm not a gambler. Like,
I actually, I'm big into watches, and I actually follow. I didn't know this for a while, but I follow the guy that Uncut Gems was based off of, and I didn't know. I mean, he has some Sandler-like qualities, but I didn't know until one day someone called him out on it, and they were like, "I heard that they wrote Sandler's part in Uncut Gems based off you," and he kind of like very politely, coyly smiled and was like, "Yeah." And I'm like, "Holy shit, I see it. Like, of course it's you." Like, he goes to some seedy places. Yeah, very, very interesting for sure. But yeah, so I mean, I love the concept. I think that this is going to be a fun one. I think that unlike many of our other discussions, I think that we're going to have a hard time with crossover.
this is gonna
I'm
be fun.
willing to say I think Brad and I have one that we're in alignment on. But because I know that we've already talked about one.
Mine
But
is. I don't think y'all are gonna see any of mine coming.
Good.
I rarely see any of yours coming.
It's true.
I do.
The only
I won't
the,
for this.
the only time I think I saw more than 3 of yours coming was probably Body Horror.
Body horror, yeah.
But that's only because like we live together and watch horror together all the time. That I'm just like,
Yeah.
I kind of know like his favorites, but like this one, I don't know. This can
Yeah.
go anywhere, honestly.
Well, and this could go so many places.
Honestly, this can be how you interpret something when you were a child.
Exactly.
Absolutely.
Right down to that.
Yeah. So do we have any, Brad, do you have any examples of Tomes of Darkness?
The tones of darkness.
Yeah, I mean, I didn't do our topic for books because that can be anywhere.
Sure.
And honestly, you want horror in a book, go read a Holocaust book. You know what I mean? Like, just seriously, like go read a book that's from somebody's perspective and something like that.
That's the realest shit I've ever heard anyone say.
Well, it's funny you say
it's
that,
true.
Shug. You've already made a similar reference on this show where we talked about Teddy Roosevelt, and you talked about something, and you said, you know, oh, this, and this happened, and you were like, oh shit, that wasn't even fiction. That happened.
Yeah,
that was a memoir.
Yeah.
He did that.
So I mean, I just did actual horror books, and I just picked 3.
Yeah, go for it.
I did horror movie by Paul Tremblay.
Nice.
Shug, have you
No, but I
read
like
that?
Tremblay a lot.
I like Tremblay. I've not read it either.
Dude, y'all, this book is about, okay, so like when they're teenagers, they go to film a horror film together, like an indie, and then let's just say everything goes bad. A lot of them die like that, or filming the movie. He comes back as an adult because he's the star of the movie, and he comes back as an adult to finish the film for, you know, this company that wants it filmed. And he is becoming the character.
Oh, I love that.
So it's like it's method acting. Dude, it's so uncomfortable. Everything about it. It's pretty much like Jake Gyllenhaal and God, what was that?
Nightcrawler?
Nightcrawler. Like that kind of just uncomfortable.
Dude.
Like it's really,
He goes full Heath
really,
Ledger Joker.
Yeah, like it's a grimy book. It's
Can we
tough.
just shout out
Tough
fucking
to get through.
Nightcrawler real quick though? I mean, come on.
Talk about horror
Dude,
that
is not horror. Dude, he is the fucking... That is his sleeper best movie, I think.
I don't know that it's a sleeper. There are people that would easily rank that at the top. I mean, he's got such range. You could poll 100 people, and you're going to probably have
That's true.
40 different movies on there. But I think that you're going to hit multiples on Nightcrawler.
And I think if I heard somebody mention Nightcrawler as his top, I'd trust their taste.
Yeah.
I also have the Reformatory.
Okay.
I don't even know how to say her name. I think it's Tananarive Do. She's super popular in the horror scene when it comes to books. But she wrote this book about this reformatory school in Florida, and back in the Jim Crow days, and this little black kid gets arrested for kicking a white kid, and they send him to this reformatory school, and he's seeing all these black kids that are dead around him. And so like he learns that this is also really annoying because my dog's barking in the house, but he notices that the guy that runs the place is like extremely abusive and potentially is killing kids.
Oh my God.
Oh, dude.
Okay.
I'm in.
The Reformatory.
It's great. It's one of my favorite horror
heavy
books.
as shit.
It does.
And then I did Lone Women by Victor LaValle, which was super cool. It's about this, once again, this black lady in like the Manifest Destiny era. And she's moving out west, and she's toting this like big luggage box that she won't open.
I'm already in.
Dude, and it's like freaking Brad Pitt.
What's in the box? Yeah, I knew you were going to do it.
And it's pretty much like this box of horror. And dude, I can't even like explain what's in it without giving it away, because like that's like one of the best parts of is
Okay.
learning that. But she pretty much unleashes that box on a town. So
What
it's
did you say it was
pretty
called again?
called Lone Women.
Lone Women.
So it's she meets this white lady and her kid, and they become best friends out on the range. And but as you know, in those times, being an African American, like they're coming for her.
Oh, yeah.
Like they don't like her. So like it's really good. It's
I
creepy,
think I'm
but
gonna add
it's
all three of those are fantastic. I think I'm gonna add that one.
well, those last two, I was like, they have horror elements that aren't your standard horror because of the issues that you're dealing with.
Dude,
Oh, absolutely.
three great selections from Brad.
I have I've got a book that I think has a good. Actually, it's got more than a couple horror moments in it. It's not a horror. Kite Runner.
Yeah.
Man, the sexual assault scene.
In Kite Runner.
I read it. I want to say when I was either 16 or 17. I read it in high school in AP Lit, and I remember our teacher. um, this was the first time that I'd ever read a book and had to stop reading and just be like, "Do I want to keep going?
Yeah.
Do I want to finish this book?"
Yeah.
Like that's the first time literarily, because I mean, think about it. When you're in high school and you're reading, you're a kid and you're reading your Goosebumps and you read your Lord of the Rings. Like I had never been faced in literature with real life trauma, and I think that's the hard part of this is that this was not a scary monster. This was not Baba Yaga. This was real. This
was life.
happens. This goes back to the Deliverance, right?
Yeah.
Is that the hardest part of it is that it does happen. And then at the end, I think when he goes back to the Middle East to face the Taliban,
Yeah.
to get the little boy, that was another one that was very gut wrenching for me and very tense, on the edge of my seat the whole time.
Oh, wow.
So that's another one that I had that kind of wasn't horror, but really brought me in and made me uncomfortable.
Yeah.
I would equate it kind of similarly to the coin flip scene.
Well, that's what so my brain went there because I was really trying to find examples for literature, and once I started just linking into shit that fucked me up reading it as a kid, it kind of unlocked like, all right, do you remember the book On My Honor,
Yes.
where the two kids are best friends and they go swimming and one of them drowns?
Yeah.
And then the rest of the book is this kid dealing with how he's going to tell anyone that this happened.
Yeah.
dude, I literally just said no, I don't know the book, and then you just read the plot,
Yeah.
and I was like, that just unlocked
And the whole
like,
book is his afternoon dealing with how he's going to tell anyone about this. Probably, dude. We read it at school.
I read it at school.
Bridge to Terabithia.
Yep.
Bridge to Terabithia is a happy-go-lucky book. Well, no, his father's real fucked up. But for the most part, a pretty happy book about
Isn't
imagination.
that the whole point of Terabithia?
Is to him to escape
Was
the abuse.
escapism?
Yeah.
Yeah. Nonetheless, it ends tragic. It's terrible, but
It ends tragically. A cleaner example maybe is, I think, Gollum's first appearance in The Hobbit.
100%, absolutely.
Creepy as fuck. Pitch black.
Yeah.
you know,
Go ahead.
and when you're talking about like scenes and horror, like Lord of the Rings did pop up for me. Like when you think of Gollum, when you think of the spider scene in Return of the King, when you think of the orcs and things like that. So like
Yeah.
you go see that as a kid. I mean, that movie
Yeah,
might be
dude.
scary.
Also, when Bilbo has his
His freak out.
his freak out.
Yeah.
Yeah, at the very beginning of the whole trilogy.
Honestly, both parties in that are kind of terrifying because he does his freak out, and then Gandalf does his like. That's the first time that you realize that Gandalf isn't really a wizard, but actually kind of a like a he's like a god, like a
Yeah.
lowercase g god.
Right. In literature, Harry Potter, dude. The
Dude.
Dementors.
Dude, the Dementors and the books were so creepy.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Books, Diary of Anne Frank.
God damn it.
Dude, I mean, if we're gonna go that route, like the boy in striped pajamas,
Yeah.
were like, or oh, dude, I can't remember the name of this movie, but my AP history teacher made us watch it, and it's filmed as a comedy in a concentration camp where it's this dad, the one where the dad is
This Beautiful Life or A Beautiful Life.
yes, where he's trying to make everything seem funny and like a game and like make believe, so his kid can cope through
With the Holocaust.
with the Holocaust, but then it ends with the dad dying, and you're just like, ugh,
Yeah.
this dude's been silly for an hour and a half, and
Now
got
he's just
dead.
out.
he just got incinerated. It's like I said, you throw any Holocaust thing in there, it's horrifying.
Yeah, dude. All right, we want to move into some top fizzles.
Let's do it.
Okay.
Time for the top 5.
All right,
I'm gonna kick us off
kick it off.
with. I'm gonna kick it off with the boat scene in Willy Wonka.
Classic.
Buddy, there's no way that you can tell me, and listen, so there's no way that you can tell me that director made choices, because like it's uncomfortable with the worms in the mouth and then the singing. But as I get older,
The worms.
and I realize I've seen, and Brad, I know that you are a massive Gene Wilder fan. As I get older and I hear him do the interview where he talks about how like he made the choice to do the trip and fall stand up thing because if he does that, no one will trust him throughout the rest of the movie. Some choices were made in this, and now I'm wondering: did Willy Wonka kill the children? Is it a horror film?
So let me just jump in. My top 5 or my number 5 is just Willy Wonka the movie in general.
Yes,
Bingo.
So I had to research: do those kids die? Because it is so ambiguous. It does not blatantly come out and
Yeah.
say.
No.
No,
Like,
in
there is
the
a-
70s.
He makes a comment in the movie, and apparently in the book, there's a scene where the kids are walking out.
That is
Oh.
in the Johnny Depp when you see them walk out.
Okay, I haven't even seen the Johnny Depp one, because I just think of the OG and watching that as a kid, and something horrible happens to every single kid.
Do y'all watch Ted Lasso?
Dude, it's the greatest show ever made.
It,
It's the greatest
it
show ever
is.
made.
The scene where Leslie says the thing about Willy Wonka to Rebecca, and he's like, "Oh yeah, did Willy Wonka kill all those children?" She's like, "I don't think it's the same." And he stops and he goes, "Rebecca, those children are dead."
Yeah.
that right there, that is the movie. Is Rebecca? Those
I could
children are
do.
dead.
That's the
I could do
movie.
a whole podcast on Ted Lasso. I mean,
Dude.
It is without a doubt. I agree with you, Brad. It is the greatest. It is the greatest television show ever created.
at least
But-
well written.
But yeah, that movie, I think that it works on two levels. So that specific scene is out of the ordinary of the rest of that movie. But also, when you dig deeper into that movie specifically, not the book, not the Johnny Depp one, but that movie with Gene Wilder, I mean, he might be killing the children.
He might be, dude.
Also, the Slughorn that they picked, I remember feeling, I didn't know what a child molester was as a child, and I know that I felt uncomfortable around that man.
No shit, right?
When he's whispering in those children's ears and no parents like, whoa, buddy, hold on now. Why are you talking to my child?
At no point in that movie does anybody go, hey, man, why are you so goddamn sweaty? Nobody.
Yeah. So, Brad, I'm glad we had some overlap.
Yeah.
Shug, what about you?
So my number 5, of course, is a weird one. Definitely not a horror film. It is August Osage County with a killer fucking lineup cast. Like Meryl Streep, Julia Roberts, like fucking everybody was in it. The guy with the name I can't, Cumberbatch.
Oh, Buffalo Cumberbitch.
Yeah.
Cucumber patch.
Yeah. And so let me just try to set the scene. It's a family dinner set in the summertime. The room is clearly hot as fuck. Everybody's like sweaty, uncomfortable. Everyone at this table hates each other. And they're pretending they don't, okay?
Okay.
The matriarch of this family, Meryl Streep, starts just dissecting this table one by one, like needling and prodding people and cutting people to their fucking core. And somebody says something to her about the catfish that they're all eating. And out of nowhere, Julia Roberts slams her hand on the fucking table. And like the silverware jumps and the room goes quiet. And she just starts yelling, "Eat the fucking fish!" And dude, it's her completely unfucking raveling all the tension of this moment.
Yeah.
Camera pans back to Meryl Streep. And she's smiling and basking in the chaos she's created.
Okay, I'm uncomfortable.
Right? Horrific behavior.
Yeah.
That reminds me of, just like you talking about that, reminds me of that scene on The Bear.
Yes, dude. Yes. Very fucking similar.
So that scene to me reminded me, go back to Django Unchained with Leonardo DiCaprio slamming his hand down on the table
and then rubbing on people.
Didn't he actually cut his hand?
Yeah, that's real blood he's smearing on people.
That's how you get an Oscar. I mean, not for that movie.
Not for that one, but you know, they add up, I guess.
Yeah, his did. Didn't he get his for The Revenant?
Yeah, he did. And Tom Hardy was way better in that fucking movie.
Yeah, absolutely. He won for a movie he shouldn't have won on when he lost on so many he should have won.
For sure.
Agreed. That man was robbed not once but like 3 or 4 different times. Django, The Aviator,
Catch Me If You Can.
Catch Me If You Can. I mean, potentially Titanic. And then that.
Once Upon a Dude, he should have won an Oscar for the pool.
Well, that was after. Once Upon a Time in Hollywood was after.
Yeah, that was after. I think he should have got it for Wall Street.
Oh, yeah.
If not him, Jonah Hill certainly should have. He may have.
He got his nod for Moneyball.
That's right. Are you there, God? It's me, Jonah Hill from Moneyball.
I love that reference. That was a good one. Cool. All right. I'm going to go with my number 2, which I'm gonna go with Indiana Jones, and the Temple of Doom.
Oh, nice.
It's a great choice.
Yeah,
Truly
the tribal
terrifying.
the tribal ceremony.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, absolutely. I know what you're talking
We
about.
all know.
Yeah, I mean,
The moment you said the movie, I was like, yeah.
yeah,
And just that man.
Yeah.
he plays that role in. I mean, he's played that role in multiple films, but yeah, yeah. So that is an intense. That's an intense scene for that, and I think it's made all the more uncomfortable knowing that there are children. Like like they're like the whole premise is these children are missing and they're in cages around him.
Yeah. Yeah.
So I think that was like a good laughy, funny Harrison Ford action comedy that has a very very intense moment in it. So I'm gonna go with that. Honestly, my honorable mention that was going to be another. I thought that Raiders of the Lost Ark with the face melting was also
Yes,
some
dude.
good body horror.
You could have done that for sure.
Yes. I think the
Yeah,
part
good
where
body
they're
horror.
hanging off of the bridge and he goes to like he puts the claw on Indy's chest.
Oh,
That part is fucking scary as shit.
yeah, yeah, for sure. Brad, what you got?
Man, so when we decided to do this, for some reason in my brain, I was like, something. The brave little toaster kept coming up in my head. I don't even remember a lot of that movie, and I was like, there was something in that movie, and so like I had to, we talked about it. I had to go back and see, and there was the clown scene, which
Yeah.
is the little nightmare-inducing.
Yes,
And
dude.
then, honestly, the scene where they're getting at the junkyard, that is a musical scene where cars are singing and then they're just getting destroyed. And it's just like
Yeah,
the animated movies back then did not care.
They
like
didn't.
they like you're talking about a animated movie towards kids, and you got these cars that have personalities and they're all going down the conveyor belt singing and then
Maybe
squish.
maybe I mean, I haven't watched the kids movie in a long time from a child's perspective. Maybe they're still fucked up.
Maybe.
man, I don't. I think they were built different back then.
They're scared to push the envelope nowadays.
I think they were built different back then. I'm not saying there aren't there aren't moments nowadays, but
Yeah.
they were built different. Brad, the one that I thought of that kind of goes off the little toaster, Raggedy Ann and Andy. Do y'all remember that movie?
Mm-hmm.
No.
The scene, no. Again, very similar feeling to Brad, where it was like I don't remember much about that movie, but I remember a scene from it that haunted me, and I went back and looked at it. It's the scene where they go to like this amorphous blob of candy. It's the greed scene, and they're floating along. Raggedy Ann and Andy are floating along in this sort of cupcake liner in this sort of like blob of goo.
Oh my lord.
And it starts off as like it's trying to ask them questions, and then it wants to eat them. Dude, you'll have to look it up. It's just I remember as a child being like, "What the fuck is going on?" Yeah, it was super intense at the time, and I think I watched this at like maybe 3 or 4.
Dude, so similar situation. It didn't make my list, so I'll just say it. Do you remember the Velveteen Rabbit?
Yeah, yeah,
You remember, like it's gaining like sentience and like
yeah.
through love with this child and stuff, and then all of a sudden the doctor's like, "Nah, we got to burn it
Oh God.
because something it had germs on it or something," and the doctor's like, "Nah, we need to burn that." And so now it's just like this moment of existential like dread.
Dread. Yeah.
Fuck you guys for that.
Yeah. Again, built different. See, I don't
different.
think they're. Man, I don't think that K-pop Demon Hunters is putting shit out like that. You know what I
No.
mean?
Nothing
Into the
like
Spider
that.
Verse. Into the Spider Verse has some tense moments, but it ain't like that.
But it ain't like burn it before it gains sentience through love.
Fucking Old Yeller.
Old Yeller, put it down.
And Old Yeller. That's not a horror scene by any means, but you talk about fuck you up.
Yeah.
That
You don't forget.
Lion King. There are so many scenes out there that are not horror, but are
Fuck you up.
our generation had no fucking business.
Well, Disney was all about killing some parents.
Yeah.
Ba-
In horrific ways.
Yeah.
Bambi, yeah. Which I'm going to be honest with you, as a child named Hunter, Bambi didn't do what it did to other people. I was just like, well,
Can I be honest with you? I've never seen Bambi.
It's
it's
overrated.
fine. I don't know that it's overrated. Like,
It might be perfectly rated.
No.
It is
I
what
don't.
it is.
I guess what I say by that is like I don't hear people clamoring about Bambi. Like I don't. Not a lot of people talk about Bambi nowadays.
Well, I never saw this shit. But are we on number 4?
Yeah, you're on number 4.
Okay. It's
Wait,
in the same
are we?
vein.
Oh, we are. We are.
It's in the same vein, so I just wanted to hit it real quick. When fucking Ursula turns into a kaiju.
Yeah.
Jesus Christ.
When Ursula turns into a kaiju.
Now we got this giant octopus drag queen fucking shit up.
Man, a lot of sexual fantasies came out of that.
Yeah, it did. Set a lot of the tone for my sexual life. Tell you that much.
I didn't even
Yeah,
like,
no, that's an odd scene for sure.
Yeah, like
It
a
is.
big,
the-
big beefy broad with 8 legs.
The further into this episode we get, the more unhinged it is. Like, but at this point, we are way too fucking gone. You know what I mean? We can't turn back.
No,
Like,
dude, we're
Yeah.
unzipping. You just got to let it unzip.
Absolutely, yeah. Excellent choice. Excellent choice. I think for my number 3, I'm gonna go with. I think I'm gonna go. I think it's the Revenant. We talked about it earlier, but
Yeah.
the bear scene in the Revenant's pretty intense, and I think that the whole movie is tonally dark, obviously, because that's what the movie is. Left for Dead. But that bear scene comes out of the left field.
I'm laughing because it is not funny. It's not a funny movie. It's not a funny scene. What's funny is I watched it with Zach Boo,
Yep.
and at the end of it, Boo just goes, "Well, that could have been about 40 seconds shorter, right?" Yes, Boo. That's the point. That's like the director did that on purpose.
That's funny. That could have been about 40 seconds shorter, right?
that's a
Yeah, man.
great choice, though. That scene is incredible.
And I think
was
that it's
amazing.
I think it's the additional 40 seconds that make it horror is that it doesn't stop.
It takes a bear attack to its full extent.
Yeah. Yeah. And then the whole episode of him like barely alive.
Yeah,
The whole rest of the movie is just him barely alive. Yeah.
dude. Good fucking pull.
Brad?
My number 3, which we've talked about already, maybe not today, is Bone Tomahawk, man.
Yes,
That's not a horror film.
It's
It's
not.
not.
No, that's fair.
Cannibals are real. They're not mythical. They're not supernatural. But that scene comes out of nowhere, really. Like, yes, he's captured,
Yeah,
but that happening, nobody who saw that movie for the first time and was not told of that scene already, knew that something that horrific was about to happen.
Dude, because I spent the whole movie, because it was marketed as a horror film, and I spent the whole movie going, wait, what?
It's not.
Yeah.
It's not a horror.
I thought that I was going to get Green Inferno, and I'm with you, Suge. I thought I was getting Green Inferno, and what I got was a Western that fucked me up.
A damn good Western at that, but yeah, dude, that scene is just...
Yeah.
Like, I actually, like, kicked something off my list just now just to add that in because I was like, that scene has to be... Like, I have to.
Yeah, you got to talk about it.
It's... So, I think... I can tell you definitively that Suge and I have put it in other conversations. Like, we have talked about it on this show. And I think that the intensity of that whole scene is so intense that I think it made it horror for me.
Right.
But I'm willing to hear your side that it's just not a horror film and it has one scene.
Take that scene out of the movie. Is it a horror film?
No.
Well,
absolutely not.
So here's the thing. If you think, you know what? I'll accept it. And here's why. Because it doesn't have to be a 30-second blip.
Right.
For it to be a scene. We have clearly the Revenant with the bear attack, that was a couple minutes long, or whatever. It can be more than 30 seconds, and I mean the No Country for Old Men Western, not a horror film. That scene is probably 5 minutes long, terrifying. So I'll accept that. I accept it.
That's good stuff.
Just to be clear, I kicked off the Dark Crystal movie.
Hey, yeah. I got you, player.
Okay. Because
I got you, player. The Skeksis?
Yeah, dude.
Yeah.
They urinate out their fingers.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right, what you got?
What are we on? Number 3?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Number 3. Since I already said it, I'll just bump it back one. The Skeksis scene from the Dark Crystal, where Chamberlain has lost the trial, and they all just descend upon this poor aristocratic vulture man, and by the end of it, he's just naked and bare and shamed and beaten. It's horrific stuff in a PG film.
Dude,
yeah.
The whole movie is puppets.
Yep.
And it is so dark.
It's fucked up.
But have y'all seen the continuation, the series?
Oh, it was incredible.
Loved it.
Like,
I don't feel that it was tonally as dark. Do you?
It had a little more levity, but I think that
maybe it was the length of it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'll say I am so sad that it didn't continue because they said of how difficult and expensive it was to create.
Yeah, I think that Jim Henson's non-Muppets, I don't think he was Sesame Street, but the non-Muppet and Sesame Street puppets are very difficult because they're so Guillermo del Toro, that sort of rich world that it delves into. Think about Labyrinth, I mean, that was him too, wasn't it?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, he did the puppets in there. Those puppets were fucking scary too, the little pyromaniac dudes.
I mean,
yeah.
Very, like, Labyrinth? That whole decade was...
I might call Labyrinth a horror movie.
Maybe.
I think you could call it like a horror comedy musical.
Fantasy, yeah.
Yeah. Again, I think you said this previously, don't put him in a box.
The Babe? The Babe with the most?
Love it. Okay. Are we back to me?
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to go with Pee Wee Herman's Big Adventure with Large Marge.
Fuck yes.
Dude, you talk about a movie that is not at all horror. No debate.
No debate.
That 10-second, 5-second, 2-second, whatever of Large Marge scared the ever loving shit out of me as a child. And I think it did to every other child.
And I think they did it on purpose.
Oh, hell yeah. That's so. Let's retroactively go back, Suge. That's the first time I remember body horror.
Ooh, nice.
The first time I remember body horror was Large Marge.
Nice. Body horror to the fucking core.
Absolutely. That scared the ever-loving shit out of me.
That is just fucking like... He really did just fucking take a David Lynch right in the middle of that movie.
Because think about it. It almost, the way that like, when in the thing, when they're sitting there and then they do the blood test and the dude's head explodes, it's really reminiscent of that.
Yeah, it is. It's that same animation style too.
Mm-hmm.
Give me 1 second, y'all. Y'all keep going.
Are we on 2?
Yeah.
All right, man.
Hit me with
The
it.
never-ending story.
Thank you.
The never-ending story, man.
When
Freaking,
when the horse is sinking.
Artax or whatever.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, dude! I watched that as a kid. Never watched it again.
Can't do it.
I can't do it. And then you got the Gamork thing in it. I mean,
Is that the wolf? Is that the wolf?
Yeah.
Yes, dude.
So I think that's definitely horror. The wolf scene is a lot.
But it's a dark fantasy series, you know, and if you look at dark fantasy, it's fantasy with horror elements.
Oh, yes.
And
Yeah.
Dude, that scene messed a whole generation up when you're talking about the horse.
That is without a doubt on the same level as Old Yeller and and Mufasa. That's right in there. I would say our generation's Mufasa was the 80s generation
Artax.
Artax.
And then the 70s generation I think was Old Yeller.
Yeah, probably.
50s. I think that's when that came out.
Something like that.
Oh, was it?
It was a long
I thought
time ago.
I thought it was the 60s.
It could have been.
Huh. Hell, it might be 30s.
It could be.
57.
It's 1957. Oh, yeah. That predates my mom. Okay. Cool. Wild. Yeah, good pick though, Brad. I
Awesome pick.
I figured somebody was going to bring it up. Although I have to, like, who didn't want Falco? You know what I mean? All I wanted was for a dog dragon.
That's true.
Fuck yeah.
Awesome. Shug?
My number 2, I'm going with, it is not a horror film, it's a war film.
Okay.
Ooh.
It's another scene at a table.
I already know what movie you're picking.
I'm picking Fury.
Yep.
The scene at the table, when they're dude, it's the most uncomfortable scene where people eat eggs that's ever been put to film.
Yeah.
Shia LaBeouf is just putting on a clinic, I'll be honest with you.
Him and John Bernthal in that scene.
John Bernthal, yeah. Which John that's his only volume is being that way.
Yeah, that's true. But it's like in a movie that's full of war and violence and yelling and gunfire, it's the one moment where nothing's happening. But to me, it feels like the heaviest moment in the movie.
I think it's the moment where they truly realize, like, they're just not in a happy situation. And it's just nothing that happens at that table is going to change it.
Yes. No matter how civil we pretend to be, we are scarred people.
Yeah. Like, we've all seen some stuff, and this is the
tape.
first opportunity where it's not chaotic, and I get to reflect on that.
And it
Yeah.
completely ruins a moment of would have been serenity, maybe.
Yeah. That's a great choice. I didn't even think
Yeah,
of that.
that's good. That's good. That's real good. I like that.
Thank you very much.
Amazing. So is this number one?
Oh yeah.
I have a feeling that somebody's going to join me here.
Okay.
It's the donkey scene
Dude.
from Pinocchio. Isn't it? Did
Yeah,
I get
man,
you, Dad?
it's my number one.
Yeah. And listen, here's the thing. Across multiple versions of that story, that's horrific. Like in the animated one, in the Jonathan Taylor Thomas one,
Yeah.
it's now I don't know about the Tom Hanks one. I don't think I ever finished it or cared to, but I can't imagine that it is that. Like,
Dude.
there's your answer on do we fuck up kids these days? I'll go back and watch it tonight, and I'll let you know if that donkey scene is nearly as traumatic.
Dude, when
I have
I
a feeling it's not.
I went back and rewatched the scene, and it triggered a memory of mine.
Yeah.
Of I had a nightmare of that scene where that happened to me, and like, dude, I was probably like 5 years old, and I remember vividly. Do what?
I think that's maybe why the Jonathan Taylor Thomas one did that, is because it wasn't animated. We saw it happen to a live action. I think that's why that did that to me. Is because
But mine was the animated.
Oh, for sure. Yeah,
And,
for sure.
You know, the animated also,
The
like, now you look at it,
sounds.
it's kind of funny because
Yeah.
the ears pop up. Pinocchio puts the beer down. The tail pops out. He puts the cigar away. He's like, okay. Like,
Yeah.
nope.
Yeah.
But it's just, you know, like, you go back and watch the scene now, you're like, that's kind of funny. Just that whole putting his beer away and then a cigar, but
I'm trying to remember what that character that gets the boys, but that's a pretty terrifying character.
yeah, well, and then you got the whole group of them that are already donkeys.
Yeah.
And oh man, I don't know, man. Disney,
Well, I think that, like, much like many of Disney properties, like Snow White and pick one that we had in the 90s, not any of the new original stuff, but pick any of the fairy tale ones from from any in the back. They're all dark. None of the fairy tales, Rumpelstiltskin, incredibly dark. Cinderella, dark.
Yeah.
Maleficent,
Dark.
Snow White, all of them. Pinocchio was a dark story.
Disney used to be very dark, and it's went away from it. And this age, like this new generation of it, and I wonder if it's from the split that happened
With oh god,
oh my gosh, the guy that went on and did like the Pebble and the Penguin, and dang, what was that guy's name?
I don't know.
that's gonna
I think it starts with a B, but I might be wrong. But anyways, like that whole like split might have changed like the dynamic of where
Don Bluth. Don Bluth.
Right?
By the way, do you know who the co-director? I just googled it. I didn't come up with it. Do you know Gary Oldman has a directorial credit for Pebble and the Penguin.
That's awesome.
I didn't know that. It's
I
a
didn't
great
either.
movie that people don't talk about.
Yeah, that movie's really cool.
Also, scary scene, sea lion.
Yep.
Yeah,
Very
I
scary.
remember that one. That one was tense. I have a baker's dozen of honorable mentions, and that was one. Yeah. All right.
Okay.
Should.
Oof. Okay. My number one, right?
Mm-hmm.
My number one is another kids movie. It's It's family friendly. It's a noir story. I'm going with Who Framed Roger Rabbit.
Yeah.
Okay, I almost put it on my list, so I'm glad you did.
The reveal
Uh,
of Judge Doom and then melting that motherfucker.
Dude.
Yeah, I almost had that as my number one, and I didn't. It fell off, but I almost had that as my number one.
Christopher Lloyd scarred a generation of kids for life. You can see that. You can see his face in your head.
Yeah, dude. It was on my list, and I had a hard time taking it off, but I did.
Body horror.
It's the whole movie is very adult, aimed towards kids.
I was gonna say, like, I wouldn't call it necessarily a dark movie, but very adult. Yeah.
It was marketed towards kids, but it's an
I
adult
mean, you
movie.
can't look at Jessica Rabbit and say that it wasn't. It didn't have adult influence.
Dude,
For sure.
I mean, come on. Do you know how many children had sexual awakenings because of that?
dude. Yeah. Yeah.
I could have sworn I just heard somebody in the background yell me, but
Oh, no. What?
oh, Laura just said you did.
My wife's probably in the background going, "What the hell?"
Yeah, for sure.
Because y'all know Journey. She ain't seen that movie.
Right.
There was another one I wanted that
Honorable
was
mention?
similar, huh?
Honorable mentions?
Well, yeah, but specifically Doctor or Judge Doom. What's the other Macaulay Culkin? Page Master.
Page Master.
Such
What,
a great movie.
Wasn't Christopher Lloyd also the villain in that?
He was just the library owner, or the guy that
That's what
ran
it
the
was.
library.
That's right. Okay.
But they specifically go to a horror world.
They do.
That was an honorable mention.
Mhm.
Rockadoodle had some.
Dude.
I felt that Rockadoodle. Yeah.
Brother. Dude, nobody brought up Great Mouse Detective.
Oh, damn. I forgot about it. What a great call.
Yeah, dude. Great Mouse Detective has some really scary scenes.
At the very end, that's another one with the villain. Oh, yeah, that's a good one.
That's a great
That's a
one.
really good one.
What's another one? I just had it in my head. It was along the lines of Rockadoodle. Secret
I had
of
the
Nim.
Raggedy Ann scene.
Mm-hmm. Dude. Also Don Bluth.
Really?
He did Rockadoodle as well.
Dude, that's awesome. I might like his movies better.
I mean,
Did
like
he
I'm
do
looking
Anastasia?
at
I might like his movies better, dude. They're dark.
he did do Anastasia.
Okay, that's another one that's also dark. Like, think about in Rasputin the villain.
Oh, yes. Rasputin.
Laura watched that the other day, and I was like, oh, I'm not interested in this. And boy, I was hooked. I was like, God, I don't remember this movie slapping like this. But yeah, he great villain in
Rasputin. I almost want to say that, like, him.
And if you're into all things Rasputin, you can check out Rasputin on episode 2 of the Black Manifold Transmissions.
Oh, hell yeah.
He makes an appearance.
Love that. Amazing.
Good stuff.
Really fun episode. Again, like, I think it's fun.
I think
maybe not as a child.
You can even, like, because we briefly mentioned this in our text messages, like, you can even talk about, like, the silly things that movies made us be scared of, like quicksand. Like
quicksand.
You know, like
another Christopher Lloyd.
Yeah, I mean, just like
the hobos, the train vagrants.
Yeah, like you can go that route in this whole like topic as well and talk about just things that we had no business being scared of.
My house getting AI that would come to life.
Oh, smart.
Cornfields.
You
Cornfields
know
aren't
what?
scary.
Cornfields aren't scary at all, dude. But they. You're right.
Point of order. Point of order. You never had a heat stroke in a that is scary.
No, I mean,
Because I
hateful.
have. They retain heat.
Oof.
I have. Yeah. That. Oh God. Oh, cornfields. Oh shit. I had one on the tip of my tongue. That was a great example of one that scared the ever loving shit out of me as a
Gypsies?
child.
Gypsies' curses were going to be a bigger deal than I thought.
Yeah.
Because of Thinner. Stephen King.
That's Stephen King.
Which
Yeah.
I did listen to the King episode yesterday. by the way.
Drag Me to Hell. Gypsy curse.
Yeah, just
Oh, speaking of hell, All Dogs Go to Heaven, the devil scene.
Ooh.
Don Bluth.
God
Holy
damn.
shit. Should we have just made it? Should we do a Don Bluth?
Should we just do a Don Bluth fucking soup
Animated.
kitchen?
I think we should do a Don Bluth episode.
It's sounding like it, man. The Bluth years. Did
That's
he do
wild.
Black Cauldron? Well, I mean,
No, I don't.
Dark Cauldron.
Did he?
I don't see
I
it.
think it is black, isn't it? Black
I
Cauldron.
think it is Black Cauldron, yeah.
He did Land Before Time.
Fuck me.
Oh God, another one. He also did Madagascar, so you got to give the man credit where credit's due. Fox and the Hound. Oh my God,
I fucks with Madagascar.
I do too. Who doesn't?
Hey, I still watch the new animated movies when they come out. Like,
Oh, I
Try
do too.
to.
I'm pretty pumped about Bad Guys too. Let's be real.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Do you have dead? I don't feel like
we-
we've got dead homies for that episode, but I will share a personal story instead.
Okay.
Of a moment that was not. It embodied this episode. When I was in the 5th grade, I am definitely not a big guy now. Not a tall man. And I never, and if you think I'm not tall now, you should have seen me in the 5th grade. Wee little dude. This was at the peak of roller backpacks. And, backpack, handle slides out, wheels. Take that thing. One night, my sister was at a sleepover, and it was a Friday night. It was me, mom, and dad. It was right before school started. Got a new backpack, that roller bag. Dad is watching Mad TV, and mom is just doing something. I don't know, getting things together for me and Haley. And we're all just kind of talking, having a good time. Mad TV's funny, laughing. It's low budget SNL. And I forget the female Wayans. I forget what her name is. She did a running bit where she was Oprah. And there's a scene where Oprah freaks out and sharp teeth, fingernails come out. She starts flying. She basically turns into a vampire.
Oh, shit.
So here's the thing. I was doing this bit where I would go down the hallway. I go to my back, in the very back side of the house. I go to my bedroom. I would fold my legs up and put it in these roller bags. And then I would go down the hallway with my hands.
Yeah.
And I would roll down the hallway. I go in there. That happens. I get stuck and I can't move and I can't get away from it. And I'm just watching this vampiric Oprah, and she's goring people and blood's going everywhere.
Oh,
it's
God.
intense, but it's totally meant to be funny.
And you
I'm
can't get away.
"Gah!" Dude, I'm screaming at the top of my lungs. And Mama's like, David, he shouldn't be watching this. And Dad's like, it's Mad TV. What the hell what is going on?
Tell him to chill.
Yeah, calm down. Yeah, so that is that scared the ever-loving shit out of me. I had to like desensitize myself because I was at that point I was not really a child.
Right.
Like I was middle school. So I like kind of realized like I need to rewatch this and be like, it's okay.
Yeah.
Like it's not that big of a deal.
It's fine.
Yeah.
I
So, yeah.
actually have a dead homie this week.
Hit
that
me.
I did the dude
Please.
at the end of Big Trouble in Little China.
Yes.
That's a good one.
Dude,
That's a good one.
That's a great one. I
You
love
go back
Big
and look
Trouble
at
in
it.
Little China, dude.
it's a silly scene in a silly movie, but that death is awesome.
Yeah. I
That
love
death
that
is
movie.
super good.
That's such a good movie.
That's
We-
classic.
I
I want to say Suge, when we lived together, would walk around and randomly quote Kurt Russell
Yes.
from that movie.
Yeah. Used to call my car the Pork Chop Express. That was the name
like
of Jack
that.
Burton's rig.
Which car? The Avenger?
Yeah, the Avenger.
Man, I love the Avenger. I remember when your bumper came off in the middle of Johnson. I was behind you.
You were behind me.
Whoop! Yeah. That's man, that's wild. Shug, can we get a running at this point, can we get a running tally on the podcast for how many times we mentioned Kurt Russell being the man?
Dude, 10 episodes. I'm going to say 8 of them.
I think it's conservative to say 6.
Yeah, for sure.
I mean, he's amazing.
I mean, because
and
we
everything.
mentioned Bone Tomahawk a couple times,
A few
The Thing a
times.
couple times. Yeah.
Big
So,
Trouble
I
in
think
Little
Kurt
China
Russell-
was right around the corner.
I think we mentioned him last episode with Grindhouse.
Yes, for sure.
So, I mean,
He was my
Yeah.
dead homie last week.
he was.
Yep.
He was. At some point, I think, if big time goals, we got to get him on the podcast.
We got to, dude. We got
Yeah.
to. He's my Make-A-Wish.
I was about to say, if any of y'all have any terminal cancers,
Holler at Kurt.
okay. Yeah, let's do it.
All right.
Shug, you have any homies?
So I was sitting here racking my brain of funny deaths in funny movies. And nah, I don't have any.
Okay.
All right.
Love it.
I don't.
Yeah.
I like the cliffhanger there and just kind of kill
Yeah.
it.
Dude.
That's okay. Yeah. What a great episode. I loved that. Very excited. I think that we've got a lot.
No, son, don't do me like that. Shout out Macaulay Culkin and my girl. That's my dead homie.
What about
What part of that made you laugh?
what if
Did you just go the opposite of Dead Homies, where you took a fun movie and you just actually named a dead homie?
it's
I think that's what you did here.
hey, you can I want to change mine and do Macaulay Culkin and the Good Son. Oh.
Oh. Hey, shout out Macaulay Culkin's character in that movie.
Let's get Macaulay Culkin on the episode on the podcast.
Hey, he's making a comeback.
Yeah, he's in Fallout.
Oh, that's
Oh, he's
sick.
gonna be in season 2.
That's
Yeah.
sick as fuck. I'm ready for that.
Yeah.
All right. We got
Loved it.
anything? Plugs?
Come check out my Instagram at Midwest Book Review. I need to post more. My reading has slowed down, but it's about to pick back up.
Oh yeah,
Yeah,
he
holiday
just
season.
finished grad school.
Oh, thank goodness.
Congratulations.
I'm done.
Shug, you want to plug the pods?
Mm.
Please subscribe to the network. We have multiple pods to scratch literally any itch.
We've got the Black Manifold Transmissions. We've got That Don't Work For Me, Brother, a wrestling podcast for marks, by marks. We've got the Horny Little Book Club, the only podcast that'll get you soggy. And we've got, I think that's all of them.
What would it take for me and Brad to get some cameos in Horny Little Book Club?
Oh, dude, just
because I've read my fair share of smut.
Oh, dude, as soon as we do one,
I haven't.
Then get out of here, Brad. I'm willing to join.
The most
to join the club
is dabbled was Fourth Wing.
So I was going to say, can you bring me on for the Fourth Wing episodes, or can you bring me on for the Akatar series?
I still got to read like the third book, but
we can definitely do that. And
I've got thoughts.
We've got to get to Akatar soon. How smutty is it?
Akatar?
Yeah.
Fucking very.
Okay. So I'm
very
trepidatious sometimes because the first book.
Laura, 1 to 10, how smutty is Akatar? Pretty smutty.
Okay, good. We like it nice and smutty over there.
There are people that have tattoos of page numbers.
Oh.
What is it? Do you know the page?
Well, it's chapter 56.
It's chapter 56.
Okay. But is it?
So,
but you have to get through 55 chapters to get to the fucking?
Depends on the book and the series.
No.
Oh,
No.
Okay.
No.
Yeah.
You don't. You get to
memorable.
penultimate.
Okay. Great. I'll throw that in the mix right now.
In horror, there are deaths, and then there's the death, right?
Yeah.
In Bone Tomahawk, plenty of people died, and then there was somebody that died.
Got you.
You know what I mean?
Got you.
So please, I would love to have them here, and I would love to 55. Sorry.
55. Okay. 55 is
I
the
would
good
love-
one, y'all.
It's the good. I think you could tell Tori. I think you could tell the hosts and say, Akatar chapter 55. I think they're gonna know what you're talking about.
Probably more than dude. So when we did our episode for Ice Planet Barbarians, me and Eric read the book in about 4 days. Right? It was a quick read because that's like just spare time. You know what I mean? In that amount of time, we checked in with her to see where she was. She was on book 3.
Yep. I'm pointing over to Laura. That's Laura.
Okay. Be sure to watch for the monster underneath your bed and the boss over your shoulder. The lunch break is over. Later, dudes.
Later, dudes.
Later, dude.
Later.